All praise, honor, glory, and prayers goes out to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakakwadash. Yahweh is the name of who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahushai is the name of who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Bahashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Kodash means holy. And that's on the Paleo Hebrew. I also want to give double honors to the elder bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me truth. Today I wanted to go over this news, right? It's pretty much there's a, as it says, powerful 6.8 magnitude earthquake strikes Morocco. And this has been going over the news, right, these recent hours. I think this happened yesterday. Okay, but ultimately this is all judgment from the Lord. Okay, let's click on this one real quick and go into it, right? Rescuers were searching for survivors of a powerful earthquake that struck overnight about 50 miles from the city of Marrakesh. And as it says, death toll jumps above 1,300 from strong quake in Morocco. Okay, and ultimately we know that the death toll, right, it's more than 1,300. That's just the confirmed people that they have, right? They have people that are missing, and they haven't labeled them yet. Okay, it's definitely more than 1,300. But hey, this is all judgment of the Lord, and it's been all prophesied that earthquakes are going to hit the world like this. Okay, and it's only going to get worse and worse as we go on through these years, right? Ultimately, reaching the end. Okay, but let's just read a little bit of this, right? This is going to be a quick lesson going over this news. See another article, CNN. And these people probably don't even know what's even happening to them, right? That's part of having that wisdom, is understanding that all these things are prophetic, right? And all these things have already been written, right? The earthquakes, the famines, the pestilences that are to come, it's all been written, and it's going to have to come to pass sooner or later, right? It says, rescuers were digging through rubble in remote mountains areas of Morocco on Saturday after more than 1,300 people were killed in the deadliest earthquake to strike the country in decades. Right, the deadliest earthquake in decades. Okay, and don't expect this to be the last. Right, we're going to see in these coming months even worse and worse earthquakes. Right, famine, right, pestilence, tornadoes, hurricanes, all these things are going to come to pass. And let's get into the scriptures going into that, right? Just searched up earthquake, and it says Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. Here, I'll start at verse 3, just for context. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Right? And we're seeing all these things come to pass. Right? Rumors of wars and wars. We're seeing that over there in Ukraine. Right? Earthquakes. We just went over an article going into a great earthquake. Right? In diverse places. Pestilences. Right? 2020. Okay? With the vid. And how they're coming back right now. They're literally reintroducing it to come back with the even greater lockdown. Right? The whole game plan is order out of chaos. Right? The only thing we haven't seen on a mass scale is famine. But as it says right here, it's going to come to pass. But this is just the beginning. Right? The beginning of sorrows. Okay, and ultimately, let's get that. These are all spirits created for vengeance. Let's get that. In Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 28, it says, There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Right? Because what we just saw right here in the news article, this is ultimately judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? Destroying these people. Because in one way or another, right, they've committed some type of wickedness. Okay? And they're getting judged for that. As it says, no man dies innocently. We all die because we've done something wrong. Okay? And every single person that died in this, hey, they died for a reason. Right? But let's go back to searching up earthquake. Let's see what else we can get here. Mark 13:8, the same thing. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows, right? The beginning, right? Because as it goes into Daniel 12:1, it's going to be a time like never foreseen, right? Joel, the 2nd chapter, says the same thing, a time like never foreseen. So just imagine the casualties, right? The situations that we're going to be put in, and how everything that's happened leading to this point cannot top that, right? I was talking about yesterday with a friend going into how a zombie apocalypse is not far-fetched, right? You can literally see it happen, because as it says, it's going to be a time like never before seen. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, he has the infinite creativity, right? Now let's get this in 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? We're seeing those signs right now. Right? He's visiting this place. Okay, bringing judgment upon the wicked of this earth. It says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Right? We're all living in a movie that has been written before we even were born. Right? Since the beginning, it's been written what's going to happen and how it's going to happen exactly. Right? Me making this video right now has been written. Right? This earthquake right here has been written. Okay? And it's all judgment that is coming upon the earth. It's all prophecy. Because whether you want to believe it or not, we're living in the Bible. We're living the stories, the prophecies of the Bible. Okay? And this just further proves it. Right? Earthquake. Let's actually search that up. Earthquakes news. Let's see. 5.0 magnitude and 4.4 in Shasta County. I think you can actually search up 5 in Northern California, earthquakes in Fall River Mills and Bernie, Northern California, Shasta County. Right? I think you can actually search up earthquake map or today's earthquakes. Let's see what this is. I think there's an earthquake map. Latest earthquakes. Let's see what this says on here. Newest first. Right, 2.5, 4.6. This has all been today, right? All over the world, earthquakes. Indonesia, 6.0, right? And let me see if I can search up, has there been more earthquakes recently? Why are we having so many earthquakes? Let's see. Earthquake graph. That wouldn't be too accurate. Over 100 years. Right. I think the point is established, though. You guys understand what I'm saying? Let's see what this says. Above 2 quakes above magnitude 6. 6 quakes 5 and 6. 54 4 and 5, 152 and 3 to 4, 279s, and this was just in the past 24 hours, right? So we can see that, hey, the earthquakes are increasing, right? There's earthquakes literally every single day in diverse places, which means everywhere, right? At all times, and it's only going to get worse and worse and worse, right? It's not far-fetched to anticipate a flood, right? Tsunami. That's not far-fetched at all because it's been written, right? But ultimately, this is what we're looking forward to, because the faster this place comes to a halt, right, gets destroyed, the faster the kingdom of heaven is established, and everything we've ever wanted in our lives is in front of us, right? But let's see, what else can I pull out? Earthquakes, famines. I think the point has been established. Just want to get a couple scriptures going into this news article, right? Morocco getting judged a 6.8 magnitude earthquake and 1300 and counting. Okay, but hopefully this is edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the outer bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me his truth. Shalom to you, like Shalom.